After years of having the same sensitivity, what if I told you guys I was able to change it and master it all within 15 days? Well, let's jump into how I did just that. So my aim sucks and it's time to fix that. I decided to jump on Google and figure out, okay, how can I improve my aim? After watching tons of videos about people having crazy aim after just 7 days, I checked out AIMER7's Kovaak's guide. It was talking about our circumference and a 360 spin and all this other crazy stuff. And there's 7 different courses within his guide. I decided why not start for a complete beginner's guide and go with complete routine. Complete routine consists of 6 things, and we'll be getting into that a little bit later. But in order to become a complete beginner, I need to actually change my aim. So I decided to switch my sensitivity from 3.5 with an 800 DPI to an 800 DPI and smash my face into the keyboard and get 4.67. I then had to go over to another website and figure out, okay, I need to make sure that I'm having a fluent, consistent sensitivity throughout all the games. So I found this cool little website. You're able to put in your monitor aspect ratio, your DPI, and all this other fun stuff. So I started off going from Overwatch with 4.67 and going into Apex Legends. Then I got Valorant. Then I went overhead and got the nice Minecraft, Call of Duty since the new one's coming out here soon, and then I cannot forget about Kovaak's itself. So once I loaded up into Kovaak's, I went ahead, changed my sensitivity to 4.67, and then I went ahead, found each of the scenarios, favorited them, and added them into a custom playlist like so. Let's go ahead and begin, guys. So the first scenario is Close Long Strafe. So jumping right into Close Long Strafe, you realize that I have a little bit of shaky aim. Remember, I had just changed my sensitivity on this one. But you know what, guys? After 10 seconds, I was able to hit that first target and I felt really, really good. But unfortunately, I got to the results and I got 5,454 on the first go. But don't worry, guys, I stuck with it and I was able to set a new record for that day of 6,300. The second scenario is 1 wall, 6 targets, TE. Jumping right into it, I hit that first target. I felt like an aim god. I get the second, the third, the fourth, but unfortunately, guys, every great legend has its downfalls. I finally got to the end, 1 second left, saw my final score, and was shooken by the fact that I got 81. But don't worry, guys, with a little bit more improvement, I was able to clean it up, and I was able to get a new high score of 105.3. The third scenario is Fluga XY Long Strafe. Jumping right into it, I felt like my aim was consistent. I was tracking that target, thinking that I was doing really, really good, but unfortunately, I got to the end. And with just a second left, I got the score of 303. Wasn't bad, but I knew I could do better. So I stuck with it, and at the end of the day, I got a new high score of 328. I was a legend. Or so I thought. The fourth scenario is Tile Frenzy Strafing 01. Tile Frenzy instantly became my least favorite thing. I was missing so many shots. I tried and I tried and I tried, but nothing seemed to be working. This is one thing that I still have yet to improve on. But I got down to that last second, and as always, I get my score of 55. The fifth scenario is Vertical Long Strace. Loading right in, I had no idea what I was doing. I finally spotted the target and I got right to tracking. For some weird reason, my gun did not appear in this one. At the end of it though, it didn't really matter. I set a score of 7,272. But at the end of the day, just like everything, I set a new high score of 7,920. And finally, the sixth scenario is 1 wall, 1 target. 1 wall, 1 target was probably one of my favorite things. You're able to shoot up to 100 targets before time runs out, and that's how you're able to set new high scores. At the time, I didn't really know it though. And I got the lovely, lovely score of 79.6. Now you guys are probably sitting there thinking, alright Jedic, how much did you actually improve after 15 days? Were you able to pick up a new sensitivity? Well, let's go ahead and roll the montage. Alright, so we saw it. I improved. But by how much? Let's go ahead and jump into all the nerdy stuff now, guys. So with 1,050 items selected and just pages on pages of folders, these are what my stats look like, guys. Starting off with close long strafe, you can slowly see that I steadily increased, and I continued to increase all the way up to the very end, where I reached well over 9,000. Next up, we have one wall, 6 targets. One wall, 6 targets was something that I kind of stayed consistent on throughout the course of the period, but once again, I slowly increased, and it definitely felt good to finally hit that 131. I know I can do better if I keep on practicing. Next up, we have Fugla XY long strafes, and as you can see, guys, this is another one where I had a hit or a miss. I definitely had a low point in one of my days here with 339, but I stayed consistent and I had some good ups and downs, and at the end of the day, I did improve. Now we have Tile Frenzy, and if you guys know me, you know I hate Tile Frenzy. When you saw me get up out of my chair and say I need to take a break, that was because I was playing Tile Frenzy and I just could not get the hang of it. It's still something that I need to work on, but I was able to slowly increase and get more of a consistent pace. Now we have Vertical Long Strafe, and if you guys can see here, Vertical Long Strafe was one of those where I just continuously improved. I was setting record after record after record, and I even made it within top 10,000. And then finally, we have one wall, one target. And it might look like I have a consistent kind of downward spiral throughout the entire thing where I didn't really improve, but if you guys look after the 100 period on the 10 to 15 days there, I had insane accuracy at some points, and I can definitely feel the improvement in game. Alright guys, so there you have it, starting from a fresh brand new sensitivity to where I am today. It has been a crazy trip and I hope you guys really enjoyed it. If you have any questions, comments, or concerns, throw it in the comment section down below. If you guys don't mind smashing that like button, it would really help me out. Also, if you haven't done so already, hit subscribe. It doesn't hurt, it's free. One last thing guys, before we take off, I do want to say that I am going to be starting to stream the Kovaak's AIM training for the intermediate beginner here very soon. So make sure to check the description for every little link that you might like, and I'll see you guys next time. As always, this has been KillJedic, and I'm signing out. Peace.